Hi students, my name is Kendra and this is lesson 4 out of 15. I noticed that someone asked the question in the Verbling chat, do I have to be in the first 3 lessons of this series in order to join? And the answer is no. Everyone and anyone is welcome to join. It's okay if you were not present for the first 3 lessons, that's quite all right. Even though each lesson is part of a series, it's okay if you've missed the previous ones because each lesson is, we review what happened beforehand, so you'll be all caught up within the first few minutes. And just to let you know, if you can't add the class yet, that's okay. Hang tight, you'll be able to add in a few minutes. The first few minutes are reserved for Verbling Premium account users. And this is a service which students pay for. It's $25 a month, which is a great deal. And it allows you to make reservations within the first few minutes of class. So you don't have to wait for that blue button to turn green. You can just add automatically, reserve a spot, guarantee a space in class. It's really wonderful. You can try it out for free as a trial if you'd like. A lot of students really love the service. And just to let you know, Verbling just launched Spanish classes, which is super exciting. So if you're also interested in learning Spanish as well as English, I highly suggest you check it out. It's brand new, so they don't have that many Spanish teachers. If you are a Spanish teacher out there and you'd like to teach online, you know, do what I do where I teach English but in Spanish, you should apply. Verbling is hiring teachers right now. It's a great opportunity for students if they want to teach Spanish. I'm going to share with you the document that we will be using in class. I'll put it in the Verbling chat and also, the Google chat for those of you who want to get a head start and look at it. Oops. So this previous hour, I just taught lesson number 3, and I see some familiar faces, some students that are rejoining my class, which is great. In the previous lesson, we learned that Kate and her new roommate, Yuki, is a second-year student. And Yuki is a little annoyed and confused because she's a second year, she's a sophomore, and she's not that happy to be placed with a freshman student, a frosh. So Kate and Yuki already have a rocky start at the beginning. They meet each other for the first time and things aren't the best because of the circumstance. So it looks like everyone has joined the class now, so I'd like to go around and have everyone say their name and what country they're from. I am teaching you from San Francisco.
We can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Whoops. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, but you just freeze for maybe 10 seconds or...
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, so what I said was my name is Kendra, and I'm teaching from San Francisco, California, and I'd like everyone to go around and say their name and the country that they're from. So let's start with Adrian. Can Adrian hear me?
Yeah, I think he's mute himself.
Okay. It looks like when the students' little frame, when it's kind of white, does that mean that they're muted? What that means? Here, I'll write in the Verbling chat.
No, you see something we can't see because you're the teacher.
Ah, okay. Okay, so Adrian, can you unmute your microphone? I'm writing that in the Verbling chat.
Do you hear me now?
Ah, there we go. Yeah, now we can hear you. Hi there.
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm from Spain. My real name is Alvaro.
Ah, okay.
That's just a nickname, and well, it's my first class, so I'm here to
Oh,
learn Tagalog.
cool. Welcome. And
Thank
just so
you.
you know, I don't know if you're interested in teaching Spanish to students who want to learn Spanish, but Verbling is currently hiring. So if you're interested in doing that, if you enjoy being a student in an English class, you might want to consider teaching a Spanish class.
Oh, yeah, I will
So you
consider
can,
it.
yeah, check it out afterwards.
Okay.
And then we have Amar. Hi, Amar.
Hi, I'm Ammar from Saudi Arabia.
Cool. Nice to have you again.
Thanks.
And then we have Anatoly.
Yes, that's right. Hello everyone, I'm Anatoly, I'm from Russia, I live in Moscow.
Cool. And then we have Artuf. Artuf Lil. I don't hear anything. Let's move on to Ayat. Hi, Ayat.
Hi again, teacher. Hi, everyone. My
Hi.
name is Ayat, and I'm from Algeria.
Very cool. Thanks for joining in again. Ayat was in my previous class, and same with Amar.
Thank you, Yurti.
And Artuf, can you hear me? No? Okay. Let's move on to Bernardo.
Hey everyone,
Hi.
my name is Bernardo. I'm from Mexico. What else do I have to say?
That's it. We just want to know your name and where you're from. Nice to have you. And then we have Bilal.
Hello everyone,
Hi.
I am Bilal. I am from Jordan, software engineer.
Good. Cool. And then we have, is it Hadji?
Yes. Hello
Am
everyone.
I saying that correctly?
Yes, Hadji. And you can call me
Hadji.
Jacob.
Pardon?
Hello, how are you? And I think you can call me Jacob or Hadji. It's what do you want? It's easy.
And
My name is
what
name is
country are you
Hadji.
from?
I'm from Algeria.
Algeria. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So Hadji and Ayat are both from Algeria.
Yes, I think. Nice to meet you
Cool.
all.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Welcome. And then we have Tan.
Hello, how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm Tan. I'm from Vietnam.
Good. Okay. So I already shared the document, but in case you did not click on it, I'll put it in the Verbling chat and the Google chat again. And I'm going to be screen sharing it so we can all view it together. Get this out here. So we can all view it together on the screen. Can everyone see this document on the screen right now? Is the font size okay, or would you like it to be bigger?
It's okay.
It's good?
It's okay. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Okay, so for those of you who weren't in the previous lesson, let me give you a short little recap, a short summary. In the last episode, Kate is the main character in this whole series, met her new roommate, Yuki. And Yuki is in her second year, and Yuki is not happy to be placed with a frosh. And a frosh means freshman, a first-year university student. So even before Kate unpacked her bags, the roommates seemed to be off to a rocky start. For the students that were in the previous lesson, could you please define what it means to be on a rocky start? What does that mean?
To start doing something with many problems.
Yeah, so there's problems from the very beginning.
Yes.
Good, excellent. And
You
so
start
just a few...
on the wrong foot. Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry, what did you say?
You start on the wrong foot.
Yeah, you start off on the wrong foot. You start off on a rocky start. Things just aren't going well from the very beginning. Good. So just a few weeks have passed, but Kate has already had enough of Yuki and her entourage. Does everyone know what the word entourage means?
No.
It means a group of people who attend or surround another person. So in this case, Yuki has a big bunch of friends that she's always with. It's her entourage, it's her group that she's always hanging out with. So in this episode, in this lesson, Kate approaches Alex about her roommate issues. And Alex is the campus Don. And a Don is a person who is in charge of resident concerns in a dorm. So usually within a residence, a dormitory that's on campus, there's many students that live in this building. Let's say that, for example, there's a building of 100 students that live together. 50 of them are girls and 50 of them are boys if it's a co-ed dorm. Okay? And there will usually be two Dons. There'll be a girl Don and a boy Don, and those are people that kind of oversee, who are in charge. They're not necessarily a boss because you're not working for them, but they supervise you and they offer guidance and help. So in this case, Alex is the Don of Kate and Yuki's dorm. So since Kate is having some issues living with Yuki, in this episode we're going to see that she goes to Alex, who's a boy, and she tells him about her concerns and her issues with living with Yuki. And after Don hears Kate's side of this, or sorry, after Alex hears Kate's side of the story, we're going to find out, will Alex agree that Kate has a reason to complain? Will he understand her situation and offer advice? So does this make sense, what happened so far and what's going to happen in this lesson?
A little bit.
Yes.
Yes.
Are there any questions at all so far? All good?
No.
Okay.
So before we get into the dialogue, I'd first like to review some words and idioms that are going to be present in the conversation. So I'm going to have each student go around, and if you could please read the word and its definition. So let's start with Adrian. Could you please define the first one?
The go-to person. The person who has the answers and can offer guidance on a certain topic.
Good. So if you have a go-to person, it's a person that you go to with problems, and you know that they're going to offer really good guidance and advice. So it's a person that you depend on and that you know to go to if you ever have any issues.
Superman.
Superman? Is that what you said? Well, for instance, a lot of people, their go-to person is either their boyfriend or girlfriend, or it's their best friend, or it's their parents, or maybe if you're at the university, it's one of your professors or your mentors. It's someone that you can confide in, or someone you know is going to offer really good guidance.
Or geek in work.
Pardon?
Geek or in work. Geek.
A geek?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? So, yeah, if, let's say, because you're a software engineer, so maybe it's, you know, if you run into a certain computer problem, you have a go-to person that you know you can go ask and you will immediately get an answer that you're looking for.
They ask me.
Oh, that's you?
I will go to the Godfather.
Ah, okay, so you'll go to your godfather. He's your go-to person.
Like
Good.
in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next student, Amar. Could you please define the next idiom for us?
Okay. First thing first, let's discuss our attend to the first issue before we move on.
Good. So if someone says, all right, first things first, That means if we have a list of 10 things that we need to address, 10 issues, well, let's start with the first one and move on to the second and then move on to the third. Let's be orderly about this. Let's be organized. First things first. Good. Anatoly, could you please define the third idiom, please?
Okay. To get ahead of oneself. To make plans or to show concern too far in advance.
Good. So if you are getting ahead of yourself, that means that you are projecting your plans too far in advance, or you're worrying about something in the future that's way too far off. It should not be your concern right now. You're getting ahead of yourself. Good. All right, and let's go on to the next student. Artuf, can you hear us? I still can't hear Artuf, so let's go on to Ayat. The fourth one, please.
Dry. Not interesting.
Yeah, so you can say that someone has a really dry personality. That means that they're kind of boring. It's difficult to stay engaged with them, to be interested. Or let's say you're reading a textbook. A lot of people say that textbooks are dry. There's just a lot of heavy text. It's in a really small font. There's no images. It's usually hundreds of pages. It's a very dry book. There's just not much to it. Good. Let's go on to Bernardo. Next one, please.
Yeah, sure. Barely even. It means only just.
So let's say that there's hardly any milk left for my cereal. I'll say there's barely even enough for my cereal. If there's not that much, or there's only a certain little amount. Good. Let's go on to Bilal. Next one, please.
Never mind. Don't include or think of this as well.
So if someone starts saying a sentence and they kind of trail off and they say, "Oh, never mind," that means, "Oh, just forget about it. Don't disregard what I just said. Never mind."
Ignore.
Yeah, just ignore what I said. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Good. And let's have Hadji.
Yes.
Next one, please.
On one's plate. On one's plate.
Plate. On one's plate.
In one's plate. It means on your to-do list, things that need to be addressed or completed.
Good. So if you have a lot on your plate, that means that you have a really long to-do list. You have a lot of things you need to accomplish in a small amount of time. You have a lot on your plate.
Can you give us an example of that expression?
Yeah, for example, let's say like, okay, today I have a lot on my plate because I'm teaching several classes, so I needed to wake up and prep for them. Later, I'm going into work, so I need to get ready for work. In between now and when I go in, I have some errands I need to run. So I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot going on. I'm juggling many things all at once.
Like you are busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. Or if you just have a really long to-do list, whether it's a personal to-do or maybe you have a long to-do list for work. Either way, if you have a lot going on, if you're really busy, you have a lot on your plate.
Yes.
Good. All right, let's move on to the next idiom, please. Let's see, it was Tan's turn. Next one.
To work something out is to resolve an issue.
So if you're going to work something out, you are solving a problem. You're resolving an issue. A lot of times, if there's an issue between two people, they'll say to one another, "All right, let's work something out. Let's come to some sort of compromise. Let's meet in the middle. Let's formulate a plan that has a solution to our problem. Good. Adrian, could you please do the next one?
Yes. To talk behind one's back. To talk about someone to another person, usually negative or something you won't say to other person's face.
Mm-hmm. So when you talk behind one's back, you're usually saying something negative that you wouldn't want to say to their face, and you're telling someone else. It's not a good thing to talk behind people's backs. All right, and Amar, the last one, please.
Not exactly. Emphasize not really.
Mm-hmm. So if you say not exactly, that means that not really. It's close, but it's not quite there. Mm-hmm. Good. Are there any questions about these new words, these new vocabulary items, these idioms?
You explained it very clearly.
Ah, thank you. Or would anyone like to hear an example of how any of these would fit into a sentence? I know I did a few already, but if you have any more questions, I can put one into a sentence.
Barely even or barely even.
Okay, yeah, barely even. Yeah, so let's say that barely even. Let's say that I have enough coffee here to make only 1 cup of coffee, but you're a guest, and I want to offer you some coffee. So I say, would you like a cup? And you say, yeah, sure, I'll have a little bit. Let's have coffee together. And I might say, okay, well, I barely even have 1 cup, so I'm just going to make 1, and you and I can split it. Barely even. It's kind of a weird idiom. It's kind of wordy. All right. Okay, so now that we've reviewed these words and we're familiar with them, we're going to move on to the dialogue. And some of the idioms are already bolded and in the conversation, but some of them have blanks, okay? So I'm going to read aloud the dialogue, and when I come to a blank, I'll pause, and anyone can insert the correct word from the list up above on the left. So again, this is the dialogue between Kate, who's the freshman living with Yuki, and she's speaking with Alex, who is the Don of the campus. He is the one who is in charge if you need advice or if you have an issue that you need to resolve. So Kate says, "You're Alex, right? I hear you are the go-to person about dorm room problems. I've been looking for you everywhere." Alex, whoa, first things
First.
All right, whoops. Alex says, whoa, first things first. What room are you in? Kate, sorry, I got blank of myself. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'm Kate, room 17 on the 7th floor. So here Kate says that she got ahead of herself because she just jumped right into the issue saying, "Hi, you're Alex. I hear you're the go-to person." And she just started talking to him, and he's saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, who are you? What room are you in? Let's start at the beginning. What's your name? What room do you live in?" Alex, "Hi, Kate. Yes, I'm the Don for floor 7. How have you enjoyed the first few weeks of class?" Kate, "My classes are a bit blank."
Dry.
Dry.
"My classes are a bit dry. They're a little bit boring. But I guess that is what to be expected for first year. I'm having a major problem with my roommate, though." Alex, "Uh-oh, already? School has barely even started, Kate. Is Yuki keeping you up too late or something?" Kate, "It's not about the late night. She just always has someone over in our room. The room is barely big enough for the two of us. Never blank her boyfriends. Oh, what was that?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind her boyfriends. Oops. Boyfriends? Oh, does she have more than one this year? Kate. Well, I don't think she's really dating any of them, but she never comes to the room without an entourage. It's impossible to study. Alex. Have you tried using the study hall or the library? It's only a 10-minute walk across campus. Kate. I know, but I like studying on my bed. That's what I always did in high school. Alex. Look, I can talk to Yuki, but I have a few more serious issues on my blank right now. I have a few more serious issues on my plate right now. I suggest you take it up with her first. Come see me again if you two can't work something
out.
Good. If you can't work something out. There's one other thing. Yuki and her friends never talk in English. It feels like they're talking blank
Behind her.
It feels like they're talking behind my back. Alex. It may be annoying, but it's not blank against the rules.
It not exactly.
Oops. But it's not exactly against the rules to speak your native language, Kate. This isn't high school, remember? Kate. I know, but I'm just wondering if I can request a room change. I think a single room would suit me better. All right. Does everyone understand the conversation that just happened between Kate and Alex?
Yes.
Yes, clear.
Okay, good. Do I have two student volunteers that would like to read aloud the parts of Kate and Alex?
Okay.
Yes. Can I be Kate?
Okay, yeah, let's see. It was Ayat, you can be Kate, and Amar, do you want to be Alex? And you two can read aloud the dialogue, and I'll stop you or correct you on your pronunciation if I need to.
Okay.
So go ahead.
You're Alex, right? I hear you are to go to person about dorm room problems. I have been looking for you everywhere.
Good.
Whoa, first thing first. What room are you in?
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'm Kate, room 17 on the 7th floor.
Hi, Kate. Yes, I am the Don for floor 7. How have you enjoyed the first few weeks of school?
My classes are a bit dry, but I guess that is to be expected for first year. I'm having a major problem with my roommates. Tough.
So I'm having a major problem. And then this word right here, this is a tough one. Though.
Though, yes.
Perfect, good.
Already school has barely even started, Kate. Is Yuki keeping you up too late or something?
Good.
It's not about the late nights. She just always has someone over in our room. The room is barely big enough for the two of us. Never mind her boyfriends.
Boyfriends? Oh, does she have more than one this year?
Well, I don't think she's really dating any of them, but she never comes to the room without an entourage. It's impossible to study.
Have you tried using the study hall or the library? It's only a 10-minute walk across campus.
I know, but I like studying on my bed. That's what I always did in high school.
Look, I can talk to Yuki, but I have a few more serious issue on my plate right now. I suggest you talk it up with her first.
I suggest you take it up with her first.
Take it up with her first.
Good.
Come see me again if you two can't work something out.
There's one other thing. Yuki and her friends never talk in English. It feels like they're talking behind my back.
It may be annoying, but it is not exactly against the rules to speak your native language. Kate, this is not high school, remember?
I know, but I'm just wondering if I can request a room change. I think a single room would suit me better.
Would suit me better.
Would suit me better.
Good. Excellent pronunciation. I see that Anatoly posed a question in the Verbling chat. So
Yes.
why first year without the? What do you mean exactly by this question? Or could you point it out in the dialogue?
In the part of Kate, I think 1, 2, 3, number 10, line number 10.
Okay, let's see.
Kate, my classes are a bit dry.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. But that is to be expected for first year. So this is saying that is to be expected my freshman year, my first year. You could expect it for the first year. If you wanted to, you could put the word the in there, but it sounds perfectly fine to not have it. It's okay to omit it in this case.
In colloquial speech, maybe. Conversation. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Good question. Are there two more students that would like to read the dialogue out loud?
Okay.
May I?
Okay, Adrian, you can be Kate, and then who wants to be Alex?
May I?
Okay, Tan, go ahead.
Okay, you are Alex, right? I hear you are the go person about dorm
The
room
go-to
problems.
person.
Yeah, the go-to person about dorm room problems. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, wow. First thing first, what room are you in?
Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I'm Kate, room 17, on the 7th floor.
Hi, Kate. Yes, I'm the Don for floor 7. How have you enjoyed the first few weeks of school?
My classes are a bit dry, but I guess that is to be expected for first year. I'm having a major problem with my roommate, though.
Uh-oh, already? School has barely even started, Kate. Is Yuki keeping you up too late or something?
It's not about the late nights. She just always has someone over in our room. The room is very big enough for the two of us, never mind her boyfriends.
Boyfriends? Oh, does he have more than one this year?
Well, I don't think she's really dating any of them, but she never comes to the room without an entourage. It's impossible to me.
Have you tried using the study hall or the library? It's only a 10-minute walk across campus.
Good.
I know, but I like studying on my bed. That's what I always did in high school.
Look, I can talk to Yuki, but I have a few more serious issues on my plate right now. I suggest you take it up with her first. Come see me again if you two can't work something out.
There's one other thing. Yuki and her friends never talk in English. It feels like they are talking behind my back.
It may be annoying, but it's not exactly against the rule to speak your native language, Kate. This isn't high school, remember?
I know, but I'm wondering if I can request a room change. I think a single room would suit me better.
Good, excellent. Do I have two more students that would like to?
I would like to
read
try.
Oh, okay, Hadji, you can be Alex, and who wants
Yeah.
to be Kate?
Me?
Okay, go ahead, you two. Oh, so Bilal, you're Kate. Go ahead.
You're Alex, right? I hear you are the go-to person about dorm room problem. I have been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, first things first. What room are you in?
Sorry, I get ahead of myself.
I got ahead of myself.
I got ahead of myself. I am Kate, room 17, on the 7th floor.
Hi, Kate. Yes, I am the Don from floor 7. How have you enjoyed the first few weeks of school?
My clothes are a bit dry, but I guess that is to be expected for the first year. I having major problem. I having a major problem with my roommate, though.
Good.
Oh, already? School has barely even started, Kate. Is Yuki keeping you up too late or something?
It's not about the late nights. She just always has someone over in our room. The room is barely big enough for the two of us. Never mind her boyfriends.
Boyfriends? Boyfriends? Oh, does she have more than one this year?
Well, I don't think she's really dating any of them, but she never comes to the room without encourage. It's possible to study. It's impossible to study.
Entourage. Entourage. Good.
Have you tried using the study hall or library? It's only 10 minutes walking across campus.
I know, but I like studying on my bed. That's what I always did at high school.
Keep going. Uh-oh, I think that he might have lost his connection. Hadji, are you there? Hadji, are you still with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so look, I can talk to.
Look, I can talk to Yuki, but I have a few more serious issues on my plate right now. I suggest you talk it up with her first. Come see me again if you two can't work something out.
There is one other thing. Yuki and her friend never talk in English. It feels like they are talking behind my back.
It's maybe annoying, but it's not exactly against the rules to speak your native language, Kate. This isn't high school, remember?
I know, but I am just wondering if I can't request room change. I think a single room would suit me better.
Good, would suit me better. Good, excellent. Okay, does anyone have any questions about the dialogue or any of the idioms that are bolded?
No.
No? All good? All right, so let's move on. As a class, let's answer these comprehension questions. Anyone and everyone can blurt out the answer to these. So number 1, who is Alex?
The go-to person.
The go-to person, And why is he the go-to person? What is his job?
He's the Don.
Right. He's the residence Don. Good. Number 2, what small talk does Alex try to make before discussing the main issue?
How the first week for Kate.
Yeah, he's asking about her first few weeks of school, how her classes are going. Good. All right, true or false? Kate is having a major problem with her classes in her first week.
False.
False. No, she's having a major problem with Yuki. Good.
Her mate.
Number 4, why can't Kate study?
Because Yuki brings friends.
Brings his entourage.
Yeah, she's always bringing her entourage. It's very distracting when there's a lot of people in a room and you're trying to study. Good. Number 5, what suggestions does Alex have for Kate in relation to studying?
He suggests her to go to the library.
Study hall, library.
Yeah, study hall, library. He's suggesting other locations for her to conduct her studies. Good. And number 6, what does Alex want Kate to do before he looks further into the issue?
Talk to Yuki and work something out.
Yeah, he wants her to first confront her. Yeah, excellent. Number 7, what does the Don say is not against the rules?
Speaking other languages.
Talk another language.
Right, speak in another language. Of course it's okay to speak your native language or another language other than English. Kate just feels that Yuki is probably talking behind her back, but she's just assuming that because she purely cannot understand her language. They could be talking about something totally not related to that. And number 8, what request does Kate make at the end of the conversation?
She asks for single room.
Yeah, she's saying that, you know, maybe it would be best if I had my own room where I just lived by myself. She's kind of hinting at that, requesting it.
Yeah.
Good, excellent. All right, let's move on to the next exercise. So let's complete the sentence. And each sentence, I have a phrase here, and then it goes ... and that's where you can enter one of these 4 words. So let's start with Adrian. Number 1, I'm having trouble studying because the material is so, is it
Dry.
A, damp, B, dry, C, hot, or D, fresh?
I think it's fresh, D.
Does everyone agree with him?
No.
I think it's a B. Dry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's dry. I'm having trouble. Here, I'll highlight the correct answers.
But I think it also makes sense to the material to be fresh and new.
But if it were fresh and new,
Then it will be exciting to read.
yeah, it might be exciting because it's brand new knowledge. It's new to you. But they're expressing that they're having difficulty, and that's because it's so dry, it's so boring, it's so blah. It just it's not a fun thing to study. So I think in this case, dry would be a better fit. All right, let's move on to Amar. Number 2, you didn't blank.
Exactly.
You didn't exactly ask me to turn the music down. How was I supposed to know it was bothering you? Good. So you didn't exactly ask me to turn the music down.
Actually, someone answered that.
Oh, it wasn't you, Amar?
No.
Oh, okay,
Someone
Amar, you can do number 3 then. So sorry I haven't called recently. I've had so much what?
A on my plate.
Good, yeah. So sorry I haven't called you back recently. I've just had a lot on my plate. Highlight that. Good, and let's move on to Ayat, number 4. Kate thinks Yuki's friends are talking
behind her back.
Good, so letter C. She thinks that they're talking behind her back. And let's go on to the next student, Bernardo, number 5, please. You blank studied for the exam. How did you get an A?
You barely even.
Good. So here's a good example of using the idiom barely even. So this person is shocked. They're saying you barely even studied. You dedicated 5 minutes to preparing for this exam. How did you get an A? How did you score so high when you barely even studied for it? Does that idiom make sense now?
Yep.
Yes.
Good. Excellent. All right. So now in the last 10 minutes of class, let's open up this discussion or these discussion questions. So number 1, who is your go-to person for education-related issues? Or who is your go-to person for personal issues? Here, since maybe not all of you are at university right now, let's say work or education-related issues. So who's your go-to person?
My professor.
Your professor?
Yes.
Good. What about others?
For my personal issues,
My best friend.
I talk to my mom.
Good. So your mom or your best friend? Excellent. What about others?
On work-related issues or to my team leader.
Okay, good. So you go to your team leader when you have work issues. Excellent. What other students out there?
Me, I go to my best friend.
Good. Yeah. A lot of
My
people's good. Yeah. Either your wife, like a loved one, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your mom or your dad, or your best friend. Good. Let's go with number 2. If you were Kate, if you were in her position, would you request a room change?
No.
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would.
Okay. For those who are saying yes, can you give reasons to your answer? Why would you request a room change?
Because you can live. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go you first.
So polite on Verbling.
But first, if they don't decide.
Because you don't want to have a fight.
So you would not request a change because you don't want to cause conflict. You don't want to cause a fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for those who said yes, if I were Kate, I would request a room change. Why? What's your reason?
Because it's the study, I can study. And the study is the most important thing. If I can study, I can succeed.
Right, yeah. If you're at university for the purpose of studying,
Yeah.
and if you can't study, then what's the point?
Yes.
Good. All right. Number 3, let's move on to this. This is an interesting question to me. Where do you like to study and why?
In bed.
Yeah.
In bed? Good. Where else?
Me too in bed. I agree with Kate and my friend. Because I get used to it.
Because you're used to studying in bed?
Relaxing to study in bed.
In public area and the university, so I can talk, not studying.
Good. And where exactly on university? What are the spots that you like to hang out at to study?
Sorry, again, please.
You said that you like to study on university. So where exactly? Is it the library? Is it study halls? Is it in classrooms? Where do you like to study?
Studying hall. But if I need to study in my room. In home.
Your room. Good. Are there any students out there that enjoy studying in groups? So you meet with your classmates at a different location other than where your class meets, and you have study sessions. Does anyone like to do that?
Yeah, I do that sometime in high school.
What was that?
Actually, I did this a group in high school. We gather around and study together in group.
Good. Does anyone here like to study in cafes? That's my favorite place to study. I like to go with my computer and I go to a public cafe and I'll study there. Does anyone else do that?
I do that sometimes. I think that
Sometimes?
Starbucks has really good tables to study.
Ah, yeah, they have
Isn't
big,
that-
large tables.
Isn't that impossible? I mean, can you study watching people's coming in, coming out?
This is my question.
Yeah, so that's a
people-
good question. Some people get very distracted in a cafe because there's so many people and they're coming and going and it's a little bit noisy. But for me, it's just the right amount of noise to where it almost becomes, what's the word? It almost like just drowns out everything else and it's almost like a buzz. Like I can't necessarily hear conversations word for word, but I like being surrounded by people, but not necessarily interacting with them. Like I'm in my own zone, I'm with my computer, I'm reading my book, but it's nice to be physically around people and I don't get distracted. It works for some people, others not so much. All right, let's go into number 4. Have you ever caught someone talking behind your back? And how did it make you feel? What did you do? Has this ever happened to anyone?
Yeah, it's happened
No.
for me, but I don't care.
You
Let-
don't care?
Yeah, let him talk. I know myself.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Can I tell my story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I remember when I was in my high school. It was in a chemistry test. So the person sitting next to me asked me to help her to do the test, but I didn't help her because I think it's not the right thing to do.
Right, that's cheating.
So after the test, several days after, the teacher passed out the grade, and I got an A. She got a C. So I heard she talk with her friend about how I didn't help her,
Oh, that's horrible. You were doing the right thing.
and I feel very bad.
Yeah, but at the same time, you did do the right, noble, just thing by not letting her cheat. So, I think you did the good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes the right thing is not the most popular.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Sometimes the right thing is the hardest thing to do. That's what we say in English. All right, and let's end with number 5. Do you like to have your alone time?
Yes.
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 Me too. What do you guys do in your alone time?
Think clearly.
Yeah, you're alone with your thoughts. You're able to process everything by yourself.
Yes.
What else do you do on your alone time?
I sing.
You sing?
Yep.
Nice. Good.
I write.
You write. That's very good. A lot of people like to journal or write their to-do lists by themselves. Good. Excellent. Well, this is a very great class. Again, this was number 4 out of 15. And I'm going to be teaching a few more lessons next week. I'm not teaching this weekend. My next class is, let me look at my calendar, next Wednesday. So if you'd like to join along, in the Verbling chat and the Google chat, I'm going to put the link to my Facebook page. And this is where I announce upcoming classes. And it's where I post videos and documents of past classes that I taught. So if you'd like to like it and follow along, you can also shoot me a message if you have any questions about English or any of the lessons that I've taught, or if you want to suggest content. I take your ideas and then I turn them into lessons. So if you want to reach out, you're more than welcome to. Does anyone have any questions about this lesson?
Yeah, I have. Not related to the lesson, but your lesson begin with the beginner. After that, advance. You jump.
Oh, I jumped from beginning to intermediate. Yeah, because some students were requesting that the content be a little bit more challenging. So first I did that series. You remember the 20-part series on everyday idioms, and those were for beginning students. And then some of those students requested that it be a little bit more challenging. So that's why in this series it's more text heavy, and then there's discussion questions at the end where students really have to think on their toes, on their head. So, whoa, did someone sneeze? Bless you, whoever sneezed. So yeah, I did skip over. I kind of jumped levels. Were you saying that because maybe you want something more intermediate in the middle?
No, but I wonder that because when you start advance, it's very hard from beginner to advance. It's very hard, but I understand what you say.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it's also so we just have 3 options on Verbling to tag classes, either as beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and to me, these classes are a little advanced, so that's why I tagged it that way. And I'm unsure if students out there even look at the class agenda, if they even know what level they're signing up for. I'm wondering if students just join because they want to get access to an English class, or if they sign up for certain ones. I have no idea. So, yeah. Great. All right. Well, it's the top of the hour, so if you guys want to get into the next class, I suggest that you do so. And I'll be continuing this series next week. So thank you so much for your participation and your nice comments in the Verbling chat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye. You're a great teacher.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.